This video is a San Mateo County real estate market update for January 2021. And my name is Joe Polyak, local San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent with Rise Homes. We make these videos for people like you who might be thinking about buying or selling a property or just want some information about the local real estate market here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Hope you enjoy this video. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard that the San Francisco Bay Area real estate market, and in fact, the real estate market in the entire country, is just on fire. We just had the data and the stats released for San Mateo County, so let's dive in and see what's happened in 2021. So for a quick overview, in the whole year of 2021, we had 5,817 new homes hit the market. At the end of the period, at the end of the year, there were 195 homes listed for sale at the end of the year. That's December 31st, 2021. Let's look back a year ago. And for 2020, we had 5,115 homes hit the market. So 2021, we had more homes hit the market. If you remember, 2020 was the year of the pandemic. So inventory probably was a little bit lower for the year due to that. What's interesting, though, is that the number of homes at the end of the year of 2020, which also was a relatively hot market, at least in the second half for sure, was that inventory was quite a bit more at the end of the period than for 2021. 4,057 homes sold for the entire year of 2020 in San Mateo County. And for 2021, there was 5,452 homes sold at the end of the year in 2021. So a lot more homes sold. A lot more new homes hit the market, but way more homes sold, and inventory was much lower at the end of the year. So basic supply and demand, very, very low supply. Let's see what's going on with demand. For the year of 2021, the average days on market for a home in San Mateo County is 2021. And these are single family homes we're looking at. We'll look at condos in a little bit. So the average days on market was 19 days on market for 2021. Step back to 2020, the average days on market was 27 days. That means that homes are selling on average in 19 days in 2021 versus 21 days in 2020. That shows just how busy and crazy the market really was in 2021. The average sales price for San Mateo County was a little bit over $2.4 million in 2021, and it was a little bit over, it was $2.15 million in 2020. The median sales price in 2021 was $1,898,000, so just a smidge under $1.9 million. Whereas in 2020, it was $1.7 million. So as you see, those prices have increased quite a bit. And if my math is right off the top of my head, that's a little bit over 10% increase for both those numbers in just 1 year. Now, based on my understanding nationwide, if you read a couple of articles or see online, it looks like that estimate is closer to 20% year over year. So it's still a low increase percentage-wise compared to the rest of the country. But as you see, an average sales price for the year of more than 2 million, almost 2.5 million, and a median sales price of almost 2 million is still insane. Price per square foot in 2020 was $989. That's the median price per square foot. So almost $1,000 for the county of San Mateo. Whereas in 2021, that shot up to $1,110. Homes on average sold for 9% over asking price. So people talk about the bidding wars, homes selling for way over asking. We actually had a home sell for over $800,000 over the list price for one of our listings. And regularly, most of our listings sold for 10, 15, 20% over asking, at least some even more than that. In 2020, that number was homes on average sold for 3% over asking. So all in all, 2021 looks to be the hottest year in real estate history as far as records are concerned. And you can go into the description for the link to be able to review this data for San Mateo County. And it goes as far back here as, it goes as far back as 2005, January 2005 for monthly reports, annual. So we also received Q4 data and December data, but it pretty much shows the exact same thing for single family homes, is that the market prices have increased. Demand is much more. Homes are selling a lot quicker. And what's really strange and crazy is that even December being usually a slow month for real estate, demand being down and supply being down, this was an unusually crazy month where all the records were broken. where many of the listings that we sold and many of the homes that we sold in the areas that we service saw record-breaking prices. Now, people always ask me to predict what's next. Obviously, I say this every single time. I don't know what's going to happen. And anybody who says they do, even if they're a triple PhD economist, expert, nobody knows what's going to happen because there's just too many wild cards. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. There could, a war could break out or literally anything could happen. Who knows? But obviously right now, this is January. Well, right now I'm making this video. It's close to the end of January 2022. And towards the end of 2021, interest rates for loans and most of 2021, interest rate for mortgages were very low. So you can get a 30-year fixed mortgage for under 3%. In fact, I even ratified and got an offer accepted on a house, and I got a 30-year fixed mortgage, jumbo loan, over $1 million loan amount for 2.75% interest rate. And I know people who were getting 2.5 and around there as well. And that doesn't even talk about adjustable rate mortgages, which have even lower interest rates. Now, we're seeing that the Fed is slowly starting to raise rates. It's a fight off inflation, it looks like. And so we're starting to see mortgage rates jumping up. So it looks like right now mortgage rates are hovering in that 3 to even a little bit more, even a little bit higher percent for jumbo and non-jumbo for 30-year fixed mortgages. So as rates are rising, in theory, that brings down people's purchasing power. So assuming that supply stays the same and we're in a very low supply market, there's not enough homes being built, there's not enough homes for sale, and there's a lot of, millennial home buyers and even probably Gen Z home buyers right now, not to talk about boomers who are also downsizing and buying properties. There's just not enough supply. Assuming supply stays the same, but interest rates goes up, then people's purchasing power goes down. And so in theory, that could cause prices to maybe stabilize or go down. Now, my prediction is I don't think that's going to happen. I think what will happen is that interest rates will bounce up a little bit, but still, even at under 4% or around 4%, that's still historically very low, especially if you talk to people who remember the Carter and Reagan years where interest rates were above 10% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. Okay, so let's jump into condos and see what happened and what the difference is. So here I am in 2021 condominiums. So 2021, we had 2,181 new condos hit the market. At the end of the period, 158 were listed for sale at the end of 2021, all condominiums. So this also includes condominiums and townhomes, common interest development. So the whole year had 1,935 sales for the year. Let's see what that looked like for 2020. 1775 versus, 2181. 1775, 196 homes, condos were still listed for sale at the end of the period. So again, inventory is now down even less than 2020 was. And 1256 condos sold. Way more condos sold in 2021 than 2020. And that's because, in my opinion, we saw a flight in 2020 of people with work from home, people working at tech companies, able to work from home, still make big bucks, say, why am I going to buy this $1 million two-bedroom condo or $1.2 million two-bedroom condo when I can go buy a house in Idaho for $400,000 and keep all my money instead and work from home and still make the same amount of money? Well, now companies are requiring people to come back at least a couple of times a week, and some companies are requiring in person. And so I think we're starting to see a lot more of those requirements come back. And the condo market, that's what caused it to pick up a little bit, in my opinion, in 2021. Now, the average days on market 2021 for condominiums, 26 days and 28 days in 2020. So we haven't really seen the market go too crazy there. How about prices? So the average sale price for condos 2021 was condos and townhomes. Keep in mind, when I say condos, I mean both. $1,018,000 is the average sales price, and median sales price $925,000 in 2021. Step back to 2020. Average was $999,000, so just a little bit under $1 million, and actually an identical median sale price. So what that says is that whereas the single-family home market just went haywire, skyrocketed, went crazy, super high demand, the condo market pretty much hasn't moved very much from 2020. So median price per square foot, $796 in 2020, $819 in 2021. So even though the median price didn't go up. The median price per square foot did. So it pretty much stayed the same, but maybe a little bit of a increase. My prediction, and I do have a strong prediction from this, in my opinion, I think 2022 is going to see a little stabilization in single family home market and condominium market moving up. Percentage of the list price received in 2021 was condos sold for 3% over asking and only 1% over asking in 2020. Again, I think that trend is going to reverse and we're going to see an increase in condo prices and condo supply go down and demand pick up because of how priced out of the market so many people have gotten for single family homes, but people still seeing this as their forever home, still needing to be in the area, and still want a place that they can call home, that they can call theirs fully. So I think the condo market will be increasing in 2022. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you liked it. If you have any more questions, there's a lot to unpack about the local real estate market, what could happen, what's happening right now. Also remember that each city in the peninsula, each community in San Francisco, in the San Francisco Bay Area, has a different market. There's condominiums, there's single family homes. Please just keep that in mind, that everywhere is a different micro neighborhood, and you really need to work with a local professional who's going to be able to walk you through and explain what's happening in those areas, not to mention the types of homes, schools, communities, etc., etc. Again, hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Joe Polyak with Rise Homes, local San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent, and I hope you found this video helpful.